Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Larrabee. How are you guys doing? I miss you so much, but we'll be together before you know it. Seems like a long ways away, but the fall will get here very quickly. In the meantime, I thought you might want to hear some picture books. I've decided to read some picture books that I loved as a little kid, and I have read some of these to you in the library already, but here goes. This is called Jellybeans for Breakfast by Miriam Young, illustrated by Beverly Komoda. Mrs. Young died many years ago, and I don't know about the illustrator, honestly. I think the illustrator is still alive. But the publisher's Parents Magazine Press, we have to be careful about copyright laws and reading a book without permission from the author. But the Parents Magazine Press went out of business in 2014, and Miss Young, or Mrs. Young, died many years ago. So I would like to think that she would be so pleased that these books are going to give lots of joy to kids, especially at this time. So this is one of my favorite books. I always loved it, my mother said, because the kids were so naughty and did all these things they weren't supposed to do. So let's find out what happens in Jellybeans for Breakfast. And as you can probably see, it has been repaired a few times. My mother was a librarian also, believe it or not, and she repaired this book for me. Okay. Come to my house and play. I'll give you half my jelly beans. Look, these two little girls live right next to each other. Doesn't that look like fun? You can have the black ones. They're the best kind. Come to my house when it rains. I'll lend you my new slicker. We'll go stamping through the puddles. Sorry, this is a little awkward. I've tried recording with my laptop, but the quality of the picture wasn't very good. And when our shoes get wet, we'll take them off and slide through the mud. Then they'll make us take a bath, and we'll splash the whole room. We'll we'll swim and slide and make waves higher than the top of the tub. That looks like fun. Come to my house to sleep. I'll let you have the upper bed. I'll kick up the mattress with my feet and give you a lovely ride. Whee! I always wanted bunk beds as a kid. Never got them, but I always wanted them. And when it's time to go to sleep, we'll stay awake and whisper and eat jelly beans in bed. Come to my house and play school. I'll be the teacher, and you can be bad. I'll say, stop that talking. No more laughing. Quiet. Take your seat. But you'll run up and down the aisles and do tricks and make faces and make everybody laugh. Look how dirty the book is. I probably got chocolate on it when I was a kid. And then I'll say, you are the worst child in this whole school. You will have to be punished. And then I'll say, all right, I'll give you one more chance. Come to my house and play house. I'll let you be the mother. I'll be the baby, and I'll be bad. I'll cry all the time. Mommy, I want my bottle. Then you'll go and get it, and I'll throw it on the floor. I'll throw all my toys out of the crib. Ooh. Then I'll climb out, and you'll have to chase me. Oh. Come to my house, and we'll play spacemen. We'll ride our bikes up to the moon. Ooh. And when we get there, we'll take pictures of everything. That would be fun. And when we get back, everyone will take pictures of us and put them in the paper. We'll ride in a parade and everyone will say, "Hooray for the first ones to ride bikes to the moon." And we'll shake hands with the president, and he'll give us each a medal and a bag of jelly beans. Sure do like their jelly beans. Come to my house and play orphans. We'll pretend that we don't have any mothers or fathers to tell us what to do. We'll go barefoot all the time. And never eat vegetables. We'll make train tracks in our mashed potatoes and have strawberry jam instead of soup and jelly beans for dessert. We'll stay up as late as we want to. We'll even stay up all night. Oh boy. Come to my house and play gypsies. We won't live in a house at all. We'll live in the woods. Sorry, this is not ideal, I realize. We'll sit on great big toadstools and drink from acorn cups. We'll have beds made of twigs covered with moss. They'll both be upper beds with ladders to climb up by and slides to get down. That would be fun. We'll keep all the pets we want to. This was my favorite part as a kid. We'll have dozens of cats and baby kittens and feed them tuna fish and ice cream. We'll each have a hamster and a white mouse. We'll have frogs and turtles and stripy chipmunks. Oh, we all know how much Mrs. Larrabee loves cats. And as a kid, I loved them too. Always loved them. We'll have everything there is except rats and snakes. And that's the one thing I don't like either, are snakes. And we might have one little green garter snake. No, I wouldn't. Did you see the little green garter snake? Ooh. We'll have lots and lots of dogs. And we'll let them sleep with us if they want to, even if they have fleas. Don't think I'd do that. We'll train the fleas. You can teach them ballet. And I'll show them how to do cartwheels. I know, I have some friends up at school that are really into gymnastics. They could do that. We'll have a flea circus and take it all over the world and earn lots of money. And earn $1 jillion. Wow. And we'll buy wonderful presents for our parents. They'll say, "Oh, thank you, thank you." And then they'll say, "But won't you please stay home? We're having jelly beans for breakfast." And that, boys and girls, is jelly beans for breakfast. Next, I might read Never Tease a Weasel. That was one of my favorites too. And Miss Susie I loved. I think Miss Susie is by Miriam Young. Oh, anyway. So, that's that. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I miss you so much. Keep reading, and I'll be in touch. Mwah.